Hey teachers, this is Dustin Stuckey here to talk to you about open broadcast software. This is a software that I use to record. It's what I'm using right now to record this. It is not for the faint of heart. It's not for entry level like computer users. It's fairly complex. The setup is not a breeze, but once you have it set up, it's pretty powerful and it's very, very useful. And I think that after I show you all that it can do, or what I know that it can do, I'm sure it can do a lot more, then you will agree. Okay, so first off is getting OBS, and I'm actually on the wrong page here. This is for the virtual cam. So I recommend that, I think that the current release of OBS is version 25, but I recommend getting version 24 because one of the plugins that I'm going to show you works with 24, but not with 25. Or as long as you install it with version 24, it will work with 25, but the installation requires you to have 24 first. So you'd have to install version 24 and then install the virtual cam and then update to 25 in order to use 25 and the virtual cam. So instead of having you just Google and try to find version 24, I've posted a link right here. You can just click this link and I'll share this document with you all. Anyway, you just click this link and the download should start just like this down here. And I'm going to go ahead and cancel that because I've already downloaded it. So anyway, that's going to give you the installer. And you can go ahead and run that installer as soon as you get it. Just make sure that if you decide to open OBS after that new installer, don't update yet. Because the virtual camera is something that's going to be pretty helpful to you. So to get, once you've got the new, or the old version rather, of OBS downloaded and installed, then you get OBS virtual camera. And again, I've just provided a link for you so that you can just go directly to this link and yeah, it starts the download down here once again. And it downloads fairly quickly, more quickly than I could cancel it. Anyway, all right, so you install the old version of OBS. At one point, it's going to give you an option to install Intel RealSense, I think is what it's called, along with OBS. But unless you have a Intel RealSense webcam, it's not going to do anything for you. So I would just skip that part. Don't click that checkbox. And then when you go to install the virtual cam, it's going to ask you if you want to install with 1 or 4 virtual cameras. I'm not 100% sure why you'd want 4, but I went ahead and installed with 4. It just gives you more options later when you're using the camera in like Zoom or however you're going to use it. All right, so once you're installed, you're going to open OBS, and this is going to get kind of funky because I'm recording with OBS, and when I show you OBS, it's going to kind of do that telescope effect where everything blurs into there, like looking into, you know, two mirrors against each other. All right, so this is what OBS looks like. It's not going to look quite like this when you first open it. It'll just have a blank screen, and you will have to set scenes up for yourself. So what's that look like? Well, I'm going to add a scene over here, and I'm just going to name it example. All right, hopefully you guys are back with me now. I made a mistake. So obviously, when I created a blank scene, there were no input sources. And so I had to add those sources here in order for you guys to see anything once again. So this is my example scene that I added by just clicking the plus and typing it in, as you guys saw before. And then I had to add sources to it so that you guys could see something. So I clicked add, and the first thing I add is the display capture. So that's how I capture what's on my screen. So my right screen is what you guys are on. Here, let's I'm just going to call this example display. All right, so here's what comes up when I type that in, because I've got two different monitors. That's on my right side. This is on my left side. So you just select which monitor you want to share. And I'm going to click OK. And now I've got that screen on here twice, right? Because I've got the example display and I've got right screen. Both of them are my right-hand screen. All right. Next, I had to add audio. I'm going to go ahead and delete this one. Whoops. No, I don't want to delete right screen. The one I want to delete is example. Yes. Okay. Now, the next thing I had to do was add my mic, which I forgot to do and started talking as though you all could hear me, but obviously you could not. So I'm going to click add, and audio input captures the top one here. So click on that, and I'm just going to put example mic. And then it's going to bring up this dialog to select which microphone I want to use. I've got a handful of them on here. So I'm using my Snowball as my big mic, I guess. But your camera probably has a mic. My Elmo has a mic on it. So it just depends, whatever mic you want to use. If you've got a laptop, it's going to be your integrated mic, probably. All right, I'm going to click cancel because I don't want another mic in here. That will get really loud and confusing for you all. Now, over here, we've got the audio mixer. And you can see that, see example mics right here. It's not actually connected to a mic, but I can mute it. And then, no sound's going to come through that. So if you end up having more than one audio input source, you can mute one or more of them in order to keep the audio from getting too muddled up with different inputs. All right, let's add some more input onto this screen. So you can add so many different things. You can add this browser, and that'll take. You can, let's just do it. So you just put in the URL that you want. Let's backspace this out. And that browser should just pop up here. Well, it's apparently not wanting to. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with that. But to me, that's not very useful because it's much more useful to use your native browser and just share your screen. So let's remove that. All right. I'm not sure what most of these things do, to be honest. The display capture captures your screen. Game capture would capture, like, if you had a video game you wanted to show. Image, you can import an image to have that as your background. So, like, if you wanted to do... Here, let's see if I can find a decent image. New image. All right, so this is an image of my desk at school. And so I could have that. Whoops, I definitely shrank the wrong thing. And because that image is huge, it's taking up more space. You can see, what's grayed out over here with the stripes. That's obviously just off screen. So if I drag that onto the screen, oh gosh, yeah, I keep forgetting that I'm doing this on the screen that I'm displaying, and it's probably really hectic to watch. All right, so I can move this around on the screen, shrink it down to a reasonable size here, and then if I put it over here, you know, so you could have logos or whatever you'd want as an image on your screen. To hide anything, you can just click the eyeball down here, and it will hide it, and then you can reveal it. All right, let's go ahead and delete that. Yes, I want to delete the image. The one that you guys probably really want is going to be this video capture device. Click on video capture device, and just click OK, and it's going to bring up a list of different cameras. You know how I said that that OBS camera, that virtual camera thing, is kicking up 4 different cameras. So I've got OBS camera 2, 3, 4. You don't want to use your OBS camera in OBS because that's going to kind of create a loop. So what I'm going to use is Chroma Cam. Okay. And it's throwing the whole system for a loop because so I'm using that Chroma Cam already elsewhere in OBS. So probably just delete that one. Okay, well, I made another mistake. When I tried to add when I tried to delete that webcam, it created a problem for me. It actually crashed the system. So I'm kind of starting over here on the example page. I've got my mic, I've got my right screen. I'm going to add a video capture device, and this time I'm going to add an existing one because when I tried to create a new one, it caused problems. So it won't cause problems for you because you won't be recording with it as you're setting it up, probably anyway. Okay, so here we are. That was a good 10 minutes of me trying to figure out what I'd done wrong. So I've got this all set up now, right? And you do this with multiple different scenes so that you can transition between them. So this is, obviously sharing one side. If I click just a full lecture, now it's me full screen. If I go lecture with notes, it's me in one corner, and then I've got my document camera over here. Right now I've got this literature book open here, but sometimes if I want to take notes, kind of like I would on a whiteboard, I'll just slap down a white piece of paper here and write on it. Let's see, full lecture, example. Let's go back to example. All right, so this is the one that I built with you guys. So now we're going to get to the virtual cam thing real quick. If I click over here on tools, go down to virtual cam. Now this option will not be here until you install that second package, that virtual cam installation file that I linked right here. So make sure that you've installed that. All right, so I'll click tools, virtual cam, and then I've got auto start right here. Make sure you select that so you don't have to do this every single time. And then the rest of this, you don't really need to worry about it. You can switch, no, apparently not. You can't switch which camera. And then you'll just click start. Oh, I bet you can if you're not already started. But I can't mess with that right now because, again, I'm recording. So I'll click close. That enables you to use that virtual cam in something like Zoom. I've got Zoom open here, and I'll go to settings, and then go to video. And so it's not just it's not just my camera. It's whatever I have going in OBS. So I can switch over here when I'm clicking on OBS to transition between my different scenes. That's my camera for Zoom. So I don't have to click, on Zoom, you click the screen share instead of doing share screen no, you guys can't see it. Hold on. Okay, so right here where it says share screen, I don't have to click that. I can just share my screen on OBS, and then it pushes it through as the camera to Zoom. Okay. Oh, for some reason my right screen share doesn't have me in it. I'll just go back to example. There we go. All right, the next thing I want to show you guys is how to use this to stream live. So click on settings and you'll go to stream and select YouTube. This is the easiest one. There are several different ones that you can set up. You can set up Facebook Live, I suppose. But I've just got it set to YouTube, and it's going to ask for your stream link. And if you click on that link right there, I'm sorry, your stream key, click on the link, and then you scroll down, and then you've got it right here. So you can click on reveal. I'm not going to do that because I don't want you to steal my stream. And then you can just copy and paste that directly into that box right there. And then you'll click apply or OK. And then you can click right here where it says start streaming. And I've started streaming. So right now I'm live on YouTube, and anybody who wants to watch me can. I don't like that. I'm going to stop it. And right here on your screen, it should say record, or start recording. I'm not going to click this because then I would stop recording. You can also go to studio mode, which allows you to transition between your scenes a little bit more easily. Yeah, so I've got the preview on the left side and what's actually going on the right, and then I can click transition so that I can see what's going to happen and when. And yeah, you can do a cut transition. You can do a wipe. Well, but you can set those. Sorry, you can set those down here. Forgot that I was on the wrong screen once again. So yeah, you can set what type of transition you want, and there are a lot of different types of transitions. You just click this plus sign, and you can pick which type of transition you want to use. Okay, I think, is that everything? Let's go back to the notes and see. All right, I showed you how to set up the virtual cam, how to set up scenes and add video input and audio input, the YouTube stream key, how to use it as a webcam, how to record. All right, I think that's everything. If you get into OBS and you've got questions, of course, you know how to get a hold of me. And I think I can probably help you. If you're going to get more complicated than the stuff that I've done, then, well, I mean, that's cool. But I'm not sure I'll be able to help you as much. So, all right, that's everything for now. If you've got any questions, you know where to go.